Gardening ain't for sissies, my friends. Some days you walk out into the garden with your cup of coffee, expecting to be greeted with chirping birds and newly bloomed flowers bursting with color. And even before venturing out into the garden, in your mind, you see yourself standing there over the blissful, magical zen that you, yes, you, have created. And you'll stand there and you'll just drink it in. Drink in that loving nature and the beauty and all that is wonderful. But that's not what happened, my friends. That's not what happened, and here's my story. We had rain this week, and hail, and then came the bad, bad winds. I knew I needed to assess the situation, so I grabbed a cup of coffee that next morning, and I went out and looked around the garden. Wasn't too bad. There were some pots and some bags. Not too bad. I breathed a sigh of relief. It was a good thing. I thought it would be way worse than it really was. And then I looked over and the garden door was down, but that still wasn't too bad. So all in all, not such a bad thing until I saw Betty Blue. I got Betty Blue about 4 months ago, and she was really precious to me. I'd made sure I watered her really good and did everything I could do to make her healthy and happy. And she was going to be a star in the garden, a weeping blue cedar, but that wasn't to be, and it really made me sad. I needed to investigate. I felt like it was probably gophers again. They're always at it in the garden. So I needed to dig Betty Blue up and see what the problem was. And so I dug around, being careful not to disturb her roots, because I was still hoping at this point I could save her. But I don't know. It didn't look good. And it wasn't good. When I moved her around, the whole root system was completely gone. So if it was gophers, it was a long time ago. So I pulled her out, investigated the hole that she came out of to see if there were gopher holes there, but I didn't see any. If it happened, it had been a long time ago. But that's gardening. I put her in a pot, just, let her live out her days there. But this isn't my first rodeo. I've been gardening for a while now, and I know these things happen. You got to pick yourself up, you got to dust yourself off, and then you just got to get back to work and replant. Because that's what gardening's all about. It's learning, it's living, it's experiencing. And just because Betty Blue didn't make it, doesn't mean something else won't. So I got some seedlings that I'd started, some status, and I'm going to put it in, plant them up, get them watered in, and I'm telling you, there's going to be life in this garden. There will be life. Whenever you put forth the effort, you're going to have results. So get in there. Don't be sissies. Don't give up. When you have a bad day in the garden, get out there, be resilient, and just work at it every day. And you will come out with a beautiful garden, something that you can be really proud of, and something that really, really gives you a great sense of gratification for all life. And self-pride, pride in yourself for getting out there and for doing it every day and for, picking up the pieces and moving on. Because, that's what you got to do in life. And that's what you got to do in the garden. So come on, people. Don't be sissies. Get out there and garden your hearts out. You can do it.
I'm not putting up with your breadcrumbs so low. Baby, little hard to find you. I'm not putting up with your breadcrumbs so low. I've got better things to do.
I've got something here to tell you. You've been missing you.